So I thought it was about time I made an update video, since it's been probably about two and a half months since I uploaded anything to the channel, and there's a couple of reasons for that and I'll get to those in just a moment. But what I thought I'd do here is show you what's in this big box here. This is where I keep all my handheld games consoles, and I thought I'd do an update video and just kind of talk at the same time as showing you what's kept in here. I was thinking I could do like a gameplay video and just talk over that, but I thought this might be a bit more interesting. I'm not sure how well it's going to work because I'm not very good at multitasking, doing two things at once, so you'll have to excuse me if there's some jump cuts or me going ha, a lot through the video, because I'm kind of out of practice. And yeah, anyway, why have I not been making videos? Main reason, I started a new job back in November, and I'm sure most of you are aware of what that usually entails. You're getting used to a new routine, you're working long hours and so on and so forth, and from November through to December and still now, I've been more or less just working full time. The new job I started was 5 days a week, and then, well, technically I was doing two new jobs. 5 days a week, the regular job, and then the 2 days I was meant to be off, I was doing another job, so 7 days a week. Yeah, basically I was either working or I was sleeping, and that was it. Didn't have time to make videos or basically do anything else, so it's just starting to get a bit quieter now. It's not really, it's still quite hectic, but I should have a bit more time to make videos from now on, which is good. I've not quit YouTube or anything like that, but I'm still around. The other thing was the whole Google Plus fiasco, and I'm sure most of you are aware of what that was all about, or what is still going on with YouTube at the moment, with the whole forcing people to create a Google Plus account, so on and so forth, and the comment system being totally screwed up. I'll not go into a big rant about it, but basically one of the main reasons I actually make videos on YouTube and create content is I like to get the feedback. It's like sharing my hobby and sharing my ideas and getting ideas from like-minded people. But when they changed the whole YouTube thing to incorporate Google Plus, it basically killed, from my point of view, it killed off all the kind of community aspect of making videos. My videos aren't monetized, so that's not an incentive for me. The main incentive is basically just the user interaction and yeah, getting to know people that like the same hobby as me. And it's the same for other things as well. Like if I want to fix my car, I'll look on YouTube and there'll be like a community of people there that are all discussing how to fix a certain problem. It's really good for, or it used to be really good for, getting the information you wanted. But now with the new comment system and the way they've kind of messed around with the site, it's kind of killed the incentive for me to make videos as much as I did before. But I'm going to continue on and we'll see how it goes. The other thing as well, there's been so many channels that I used to watch that I've just decided to quit because of the whole thing, and also the monetization. What was it? Doesn't affect me, but it affected a lot of the channels I watched. The content ID claim thing, so a lot of people have quit YouTube because of that, or maybe they're just not making as many videos as well. But anyway, that was the two main reasons I stopped making videos for the last couple of months here. So hopefully I'll get back to making some more on a more regular basis. But anyway, I'll try and show you what's in this box and stop blabbing. Yeah, here's my original yellow Game Boy. This was one that I'd bought off eBay pretty cheap, and I refurbished it. It's in nice minty fresh condition. So I suppose I should also say Happy New Year, because I've not made a video since last year, and hope everyone had a nice festive season and got lots of nice things and to spend time with family and everything. The other thing I should say is welcome to all the new people that have subscribed to my channel. I think I'm currently at something crazy like 26,000 subscribers, something like that. It's just kind of ridiculous, but really appreciate people watching my videos and supporting the channel. So yeah, thanks for checking my channel out if you're new, and also thanks to everyone that's stuck around through the last couple of months where I've not been doing anything, so I really appreciate that. This is the clear original Game Boy here. This has got the backlit screen in it. I've got no batteries in it right now, but it all lights up. I did a video on that as well, doing the mod. What else is in here? Got my original Taco N-Gage here. There's a game in here, so I've got a copy of Tomb Raider in there. If you watch my just knocked something over. If you watch my channel for any amount of time, you know I'm a huge N-Gage fan. I've managed to collect every single game for the system, which is a lot harder than you'd probably think. Get some parallel cables here for a couple of the devices that are going to be in here somewhere. What have we got? This is my Nomad in here. I keep it in a neoprene carry case. This has been modified as well. Again, I've done a video on this in the past. It's got a modern LCD screen in there, and there's also a battery pack for it, which has also been modded. That's the battery pack there. This has got some modern rechargeable batteries in it, and I also incorporated the charging circuit into it. So you just plug in your 5V DC in there, and it tells you when it's charged, and you just clip that onto the back of the Nomad. I think it's completely dead right now anyway, so yeah. It's been sitting in this box for so long that the battery has discharged itself. That's the Nomad. And most of the things that are in this box were bought faulty and they've been refurbished, so yeah, this is just where I keep most of the things. It's like the cradle for my PSP Go. This is a really nice little console. It gets a lot of bad press, but get this thing firmware flashed or firmware hacked, and you can just run your games on it off the memory stick and play homebrew. Really nice little small form factor as well. Fits in your pocket nice, and that's the stand for it. You can put that on your desk and you can charge it there. Just press that and it pops out. So that's in there too. And I've got a fancy little leather type pouch for it. What else we got? Here we've got a Nintendo Game Boy Pocket. So again, it's one of the see-through clear ones. This, I think, I've had this since it was first released. This is like from back in the day. One of the few things I didn't buy second hand from a faulty job lot or whatever. This is the charger for the N-Gage. What else we got? Yeah, Circle Pad Pro for the 3DS. I do have, this isn't all my handheld consoles in here. I've got, on my desk I keep my 3DS and one of my Gba SP 101s. They're basically, they live on the desk the whole time because I use them, I wouldn't say daily, but every other day. I've also got a Game Gear and a not Nomad, what do you call it? Atari Lynx. I've got them stored away in a cupboard as well. This is quite a recent purchase here. This is a AGS 101. It came with the case here, 5 games, and it's one of the backlit versions, as you can see. So it's got the 2 brightness settings there. This I only paid £20 from on eBay. It's a really nice little deal. I think it was a buy it now. The seller didn't know the difference between the AGS 101 and the 001. And I've mentioned that so many times on my channel. People are probably sick of hearing me go on about it. The backlit AGS 101. Here we've got Game Boy Color. I got this quite recently. Again, it was I don't think it was faulty actually, I think it was maybe just really grubby and nasty looking when I got it. But yeah, I cleaned it up and it's looking like new. So I keep that in my neoprene 3DS case here, just to keep it good. And I do play most of these consoles every now and then. They're not just in here for no reason. I'm a hardware collector primarily, so I do like to take these out and try them every now and then. Here I've got one of my favourite consoles. This is the Gba, or the Game Boy Micro. This is the black and camel version. I'll just keep that in a little camera case. I've also got a pink one, I believe. Here we go. Yep. These are great. I highly recommend picking one of these up if you get the chance. Batteries last for ages. The screen is probably the nicest out of all the Game Boy Advances. The only problem is it's a little small, so the shoulder buttons are quite difficult for someone like me to use. Here we've got my DS, again a lime green colour. I used this for basically playing all my DS games. I know I've got the 3DS as well, but I kind of prefer to use the original DS for the DS games. I'm not too sure why. I think they just look a little better on the screen because they're not upscaled. In here, this is a 3DS leather type case, and it's got a big stylus, or styli, whatever you want to call it. And I've got another one of these that I use with my 3DS. I really like the bigger styluses because they're just easier to use, especially if you've got big clumsy hands like mine. And in here we have another N-Gage. This is the QD. This is the smaller version. And this is actually a development kit, I believe, or a debug unit. I can't quite remember. Prototype it is. That's what it is, yeah. There we go. And this was very kindly sent to me by a fellow YouTuber a couple of years ago. And it is now used as my main gaming console, or my main gaming N-Gage console, I should say. It's got a really nice screen in it. It's got a much nicer screen on it than any other QD I've used, which is kind of strange. I had originally thought they were all the same. There you go. Yeah, the other thing I was going to talk about as well is, I suppose it kind of reminded me of the donations. There's been a few people that have offered to send me things quite recently, through either Twitter or just through private messages, and I've got nothing against it. I really appreciate it. I think it's really nice that people want to send me things, but on principle I don't generally tend to accept donations or that sort of thing. I think I've got nothing against it. I know people do that all the time on YouTube, and it's really cool to see people sending each other things, but for me it's just I think it has the potential to cause a lot more problems than it's worth. And for me personally, and I'm not talking about anyone else, I just think it can put kind of pressures on people to make videos and give shout outs and all that sort of thing, and I honestly don't need any more games or whatnot. It might sound like I'm being really ungrateful here, but yeah, on principle I just don't accept donations or what have you, but it's really cool that people want to send stuff all the same. I thought I should probably just mention that because there's been a few people that have contacted me recently and wanted to send me things, and I don't want anyone thinking I'm being rude or unappreciative or anything like that, but yeah, there you go. This is my black Dmg Gameboy. Again, this is another recent refurb project. It's nice and clean and minty fresh again, and this came in its original packaging. When you bought these in the store back in the day, you got them in this kind of clear box, and in here would be, I suppose, a game or your, I don't know what it came with, the charger or something. Well, it wouldn't come with a charger, but maybe an adapter. And this had a piece of cardboard around it. And these are part of the Live Loud range, which included the likes of the yellow one and the see-through one. I think there was a red and a blue, or maybe it was a green one as well. So that's that. Right, 2 boxes left. I have this newbie in here. There should be an original Game Boy. Here we go. This is another refurbished unit. This one's in almost mint condition. You can see there, nice and clean and shiny, and it's not yellowed in any way. It's still almost brilliant white. It's not gone grey or anything. A lot of people think that the original Game Boy is meant to be that kind of dirty grey colour, but it's not. It's actually meant to be almost white like this one here. So yeah, that's just another system I have in the collection there. Can't remember when I got that one. I don't think it was too long ago, but well, at least one of them I got with this newbie hard case, which is kind of cool. And this last box here has all my Game Boy Advance stuff in it. Here's the Easy Flash USB adapter. You can put your games in here and dump them, or you can flash the ROMs onto a flash card. I did a video on that quite recently. This is a really cool little device. You can back up your saves and upload your saves and all that sort of thing. Here is the Pokemon Mini. Again, I did a video on this not too long ago. Unfortunately, it was beyond repair. The battery had leaked in it, and it had basically eaten the motherboard to pieces. I've just got some random cables here. These are, I think, for connecting up the original Game Boy. Got a charging cable here. You've got the headphone cable for an SP. This is the Gba Transferor. This is for using with a Game Boy, an original Game Boy flash card, and again you can use it to upload and download your save files. So if you're into Pokemon, you can mess about with that. Here I've got a Game Boy printer. This was again original. I bought this new back in the day. Really cool little device. The whole Game Boy camera thing was kind of mind-blowing to me when it first came out, because digital cameras didn't really exist back then, or not as we know them now anyway. So to be able to take photos with your Game Boy and edit them and stuff was really cool. Here's one of my backlit GBA SPs. Here we go. This is the AGS 101. How many times did I say that? And every time I make a video, there's always someone that goes, "Oh, they're common as anything." They don't like. A lot of people just don't realise that there's two versions of SP, and they go, "Well, what are you going on about having a backlit SP? They're all backlit, and I find them in flea markets for $1 every day, all day." And you're like, yeah, "No, you don't." But it doesn't matter how many times I mention it. There's always someone that's like, "Oh, they're really common. You get them all over the place," but they're not. Here's another one. I say they're not, but I've got a box full of them here. But yeah, here's a blue one. This one I think is modded. The 101 didn't actually come in a blue colour like this, or the dark blue. I've taken the guts out of a messed up pink one and put it in that. So that makes, how many have I taken out of this box so far? 3? Yeah, 3, including the one I showed at the beginning there. And I'm going to be doing a video after this. I've actually already shot it, it was kind of a bit of a cheat, but I bought another one. That's a bit of a spoiler actually, I shouldn't say that. I bought another GBA SP from eBay just recently, and I've got a video coming about it. So here's the game box. This is the clone of the Game Boy Advance. It's sort of like a Dingo in a GBA form factor. You can put your original games in there or play them. It's basically just an emulator. It also plays some of the Capcom arcade systems, I think. Emulates those. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's kind of interesting. I've done a video on that in the past as well. And here we have another GBA AGS 101. And I do play these things in case you're wondering. You just think I'm hoarding them all. They're all slightly different as well. Like I say, a hardware collector, so I've got different ones from different regions. And usually what I'll do is I'll have one or two of them out in the room at the one time, or not just in the room. I'll maybe take one into work or leave one in the car with different games in them. Here's another one. So how many is that now? Jeez. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 so far in this box. And I've got another one on my desk, and then yeah, there's a video coming about something else. And this one again is another modded one. I've put the guts of an AGS 101 into a new third party, or one of the cheap Chinese cases that you can get from eBay. And that works nicely. Again, I did a video on that ages ago, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I've got This is a radio receiver for your SP. You plug it on the back like that. And you think, oh, that's kind of cool. You plug that in and then you maybe turn the GBA on, it'll come up with a radio tuner or something. It's not, it's just, all this does is it uses the battery from your SP to power this kind of crappy radio, and you have to plug your headphones in there. You can use the proprietary Sony one, not Sony, Nintendo ones there. Kind of junk, but yeah, being a hardware collector, it's the kind of thing I like to get hold of. And what else we got? Some AR cards and the Game Boy camera advert manual type thing from back in the day. It just shows you all the crazy things you can do with your GB camera. And yeah, that's one of the cool things about having the Game Boy Transferor. You can plug your camera cartridge into this and actually download the pictures you've taken onto your PC. Some people are really into that. I'm not so much, but I just think it's kind of cool to be able to do it. What else was I going to show? Future projects that I've got planned for the channel, or just planned in general. I'm not going to say that I'm definitely going to make videos on them, because anytime I do that I end up not making a video on it, or forgetting, or just feeling pressured to make a video about something that I have kind of lost the will to do it. Something I got recently was this. It's a what do they call it? The Gba Movie Player, and it's like a cartridge you plug into your SP, and you can, well, obviously watch movies with it. It's a good and cool device for your GBA, and I think I need to use, where have we got it here? I've not used it yet. I'm still to work it all out, but I've got an SD to SDHC. What was it? It's basically one of these CF smart card things. These huge, big, outdated memory cards that this thing takes, and it will convert a regular SD card to work with that. So I've still to work all that out. I maybe do a video on it. Other things I'm going to be doing. There's a mod I want to do, and it's to do with this that I purchased quite recently. This is a pre-modded original Game Boy Advance. It's had a backlit screen from an AGS 101 implanted into the screen. I'm sure many of you have seen these things already. Huge improvement over the original, which is like this one here. I don't think this has got batteries in it, but yeah, this didn't have any kind of lighting in the screen at all, so you can barely see what's going on. But with this here, you can see perfectly, and it looks really, really nice. Obviously the advantages of that are you've got the nicer form factor to hold the system with. You're not, a lot of people don't like the cramped kind of SP format, or the Game Boy Micro. So this gets around those problems, and you've got the nice screen. But the one thing I want to do, there's a bit of a story about this. This is a pre-modded system, and if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know that I'm not really into buying pre-modded things. I'll do it myself. I really enjoy that sort of thing. But it was actually cheaper for me to buy this unit pre-modded than it was to buy the backlit screen kit to put into my own. So yeah, go figure. I'm gonna take the guts out of this one. It's slightly damaged, so I got a bit of a deal on it as well. But I'm not too bothered about that. I'm gonna take the guts out of this one and put it into my own, so I'll have a nice backlit screen on this. Another thing I want to do is, and the one thing I really don't like about the original Game Boy Advance are the shoulder buttons. They've just got a really horrible, kind of spongy, undefined feel to them. I'd like them to be clicky, so what I'm going to do is take the current micro switches out of these and replace them with nice clicky ones, so they'll make a nice definitive click every time you activate one of the buttons. But that's a future project that I'm hoping to work on. And yeah, that's pretty much where I've been. That's a look through my box of refurbished and bargain consoles that I've amassed over the last few years. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to make some more videos soon. I've actually got 2 videos already uploaded and ready to go, so I'll make them. I'll probably make them public after this video has been up for a couple of hours or what have you. But thanks again for everyone that's been checking out my channel and subscribing, and thanks again to everyone that has continued to watch and has stuck around even though I've not been making any videos. Apologies if you've sent me a message or you've left a message on any of my videos and I've not replied. I always try to reply to everyone that makes a comment on my videos. But with this new system, the whole Google Plus thing, half the time I don't even know, I'm not even aware that someone has left me a message, and it's just, it really has ruined the site for me. Again, I'm not going to rant about that, but apologies if I've not got back to you. I always try and reply to everyone when I can, and a lot of it has recently been I've just not known that people have left comments on my videos. So apologies if you think I've been ignoring you or anything like that. I haven't. I've just not probably known that you've left me a message or what have you. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I shall hopefully catch you again soon.